All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, there is serious crisis in the APC right now as the struggle for relevance and power within the party deepens. We all know that while the national chairman of the APC, Abdullahi Ganduje, was governor of Kano State, he dethroned Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, who was then the emir of Kano, and he divided the emirate into 5. And after he dethroned Sanusi, Sanusi had to leave Kano. But as we speak, the present governor of Kano, Governor Abba Yusuf, has reinstated Sanusi. The emirates that had been divided into 5 all had kings, but Abba Yusuf dethroned those kings, put the emirate back together, and gave the throne back to Sanusi. And this move, which diminishes, embarrasses, and disgraces the APC chairman Ganduje, was backed by TINUBU, because TINUBU is doing everything to win the hearts of the people of Kano, saying that the APC was rejected massively there in the last election. And from all indications, it seems Sanusi has negotiated his way back to the throne on the condition that he will support TINUBU, because Sanusi made some stupid statements in Rivers State yesterday. He said, "Be realistic. TINUBU can't solve country's problems in 1 year. The mismanagement of the last 10 years will not be undone in 6 months or 1 year," Mr. Sanusi added, referring to the economic hardship caused by the petrol subsidy removal. And for Sanusi Lamido Sanusi to overlook the corruption and the wastefulness of this government, to start saying all that, and boom, he is back as emir of Kano the next day, a deal must have been struck. But the Ganduje group is not sleeping too. They are not backing down. As we speak, they have stormed ASO Rock Villa in heavy protest against what is happening in Kano. Before I show you that protest and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this update that proves that doing the right thing is not allowed under the APC. Look at how the papers reported it. Minister backs Nanja mass wedding, makes donations. The Minister of Women Affairs, Uju Kennedy Hundeyin, on Thursday announced scholarships and gave various gift items to 100 orphaned girls in Niger State ahead of their mass wedding today, Friday. The mass wedding is being sponsored by the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Abdul Malik Serikin Daji. The minister had kicked against the mass wedding of the young girls, saying it was a violation of the Child Rights Act. Kennedy Hundeyin, who addressed a press conference in Abuja, noted that she had petitioned the Inspector General of Police to stop the wedding, adding that she also filed a lawsuit seeking an injunction to restrain the speaker from going ahead with the mass wedding. In response, the speaker lambasted the minister for dabbing into a religious and cultural issue she did not understand. The speaker also received the backing of the Niger State Council of Imams and the Muslims' rights concerned, which both warned the minister to steer clear of the mass wedding, which they insisted must go on as scheduled. Ahead of the mass wedding, the minister, represented by her special assistant on private sector, Adaji Usman, was in Niger to announce scholarships for the girls and to also give them other items such as wrappers and foodstuffs. The items were given out to 100 young girls at the palace of the Emir of Kotangora, Mohammed Muazu. The minister, through Usman, presented 10 point of sale machines, 100 wrappers, and 350 bags of 10 kg rice. She announced a scholarship to university level for any of the girls who wishes to go to school. In his remarks, the speaker said it was regrettable that his intention to support the marriage of 100 girls was politicized. He said it was pure politics from the constituency. They misinformed the minister that I am playing politics with the lives of the children by forcing them into marriage. And the minister, because of her passion for women and the girl child, quickly waded into the matter, even though she could not find out the true position of things, and the media began to amplify the whole matter. But thank God, today I have been vindicated. The minister and the whole world have seen that these girls are of marriageable age and nobody is forcing them into it. It is being done with their consent. Liar. Big liar. They have looked for a way to gag the minister. Instructions have come from the top that she should stand down and not block that marriage. This is what you get when the APC is in power. Girls that have been orphaned by terrorists, instead of them to give these girls succor, to send them to school, empower them, they are giving them out to men. And this tweet here says, this isn't the failure of one woman. It is the failure of the educated Nigerian masses. Even Nigerian feminists had an opportunity here to show their usefulness, but no. There is so much that one person can do, and she is wise to back down and not make a matter of herself. That is it. You no go kill yourself for this country. And this tweet by Omoni Yola Iwaju says, she has probably received a call from Oga at the top, straight from the top. That was what happened. And Adewale said she has been caged. Of course, that is the situation. Now, let us look at that protest at the villa. Members of the GANDUJE faction in Kano hit ASO Rock protesting the reinstating of Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. Now, they have to pretend as if they don't know that Tinubu's 2027 interest is heavily a factor in this whole matter. And look at how the papers reported it. Protesters stormed presidential villa, National Assembly complex over Kano Emirates dissolution, seek Tinubu's intervention. Following the dissolution of 5 Kano Emirates by Governor Abba Yusuf's administration on Thursday, a group of protesters on Friday stormed the presidential villa and the National Assembly in Abuja with placards. They call on Tinubu to intervene in Kano Emirates crisis to avert a breakdown of law and order in the state. Some of their placards read, Governor Abba Yusuf has desecrated the revered Northern Traditional Institution for political vendetta and to settle old scores with perceived political adversaries. Kano is boiling. Kwankwaso using his puppet Abba to foment political crisis in Kano State. Tinubu must intervene. Abba focus on governance and don't destroy Kano State. You saw that. People of Kano there calling on Tinubu to intervene. One thing is sure, this move is not only going to divide Kano, it is going to further fragment the APC. I told you about the reconciliation meeting they had like 3-4 days ago. They will need more reconciliation meetings and they will not be able to reconcile, because this is Tinubu clearly refusing to protect the interest of Ganduje in Kano. And the consequence is that the northern faction against Tinubu's 2027 ambition will be getting stronger, because the likes of Ganduje, El Rufai, will team up against him. Besides, many northern APC members are so sad with the way Tinubu has related with Ganduje so far. So it is a very, very divided house. And of course, I am always very happy whenever things like this happen within the APC, because I know that little drops of water make a mighty ocean. Yes, and little by little, this party APC is going to divide, because Nigerians need it. Nigerians need the APC to scatter. Now, let us look at how the investigative journalist David Hundeyin exposed and slammed Professor Wole Soyinka for criticizing Peter Obi. Look at how Parallel Facts reported it. Soyinka, he only hates Obi because Obasanjo supports him. Hundeyin reveals. In a tweet, investigative journalist David Hundeyin exposed Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka for being biased against Peter Obi, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party. Hundeyin claims Soyinka's negative stance towards Obi is driven solely by former President Olusegun Obasanjo's support for Obi. According to Hundeyin, Soyinka's opinions are influenced by personal grudges and loyalties rather than any genuine concern for Nigeria's future. If you know Wole Soyinka, you will know that the whole world is divided into who he likes and who he has grudge with, Hundeyin tweeted. Hundeyin further alleged that Soyinka's judgments are based on his personal feelings rather than objective assessment. If he likes you, you can commit first-degree homicide on national TV and he will issue a statement in support of you. If he has a grudge against you, you can cure cancer, end poverty in Africa, and bring peace to the Middle East, and it won't matter to him, Hundeyin stated. The journalist suggested that Soyinka's criticism of Peter Obi is not about political ideology or performance, but it is rooted in Soyinka's animosity towards Obasanjo. Nothing matters to him except his loyalties and his grudges, Hundeyin added. Hundeyin also questioned the relevance of Soyinka's opinions at his advanced age. So whenever he opens his mouth or starts with these stunts, you should be aware that he is not thinking about Nigeria and its future at all. Wetin concern 89-year-old grandpa with future, he remarked. Obasanjo, who has been a vocal supporter of Obi, has had a long and tumultuous relationship with Soyinka. Their disagreements date back to the military regime days, with both men frequently criticizing each other in public. In the meantime, supporters of Peter Obi, popularly known as Obedience, remain undeterred, insisting that his track record speaks for itself. They argue that Obi's policies and vision for Nigeria's future should be the primary focus, not the personal biases of influential figures. Thank you so much, David Hundeyin, one great Nigerian who has rejected a lot of juicy offers from corrupt politicians to stay on the side of truth. Soyinka has sacrificed all that he achieved with his youth on the altar of grudges, like you said, bigotry, and peanuts or perhaps taps on the back by evil politicians. May we never end up like such a man. Anyway, make I leave am here. Make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here, so don't go away.